Good morning, channel friends. Today's promise is an easy piece of furniture, so I'll show you steps that you can replace with anything else you prefer. For example, now I'm sanding, but you can skip it or strip the paint. I'll choose the Vin Brulé, but you can do the same or change the color. But I promise that in 4 steps we'll do the furniture because last week there was indeed a very important video. So we always need to do something for those who are already passionate and have done everything, and for those who are just starting. So today's video is for beginners. Shall we start? Let's start. I'm beginning by sanding the surface. I'm using an 80 grit sandpaper attached to my roto orbital sander, which I've connected to the vacuum cleaner because I'm working indoors and I don't want to fill my whole workshop with dust. You can paint if you want. I'm doing this today to take less time and because I love this sander. You can also skip it. You can just paint. So if you want raw wood, do it. If not, don't. Let's get going. Today we are showing off a new, beautiful magic paint color called Vin Brulé, the famous warm wine that we drink a lot here. In Piedmont and the Vale d'Aosta is quite famous. I don't know in other parts of the world. But we do. It's a very, very beautiful color, covering and full. And I'll show it to you pure today without too much fuss, meaning we won't apply any special techniques on top, but it's really beautiful on its own. In fact, you'll see it pure and full. It makes everything very modern and elegant. Now I'm using the Elisabeth brush and I'm going well into the details because my mission today is exactly this, to cover everything beautifully, evenly, smoothly, and velvety. Look. And already, even with the first coat, needless to say, the brush is not just important but essential, because a brush that scratches won't cover on such a shiny surface. But if you've paused for a moment to look at how shiny this piece of furniture is, you'll understand that this is almost a minor miracle. An amazing coverage. 1 coat and I already have amazing coverage. Now, I can't say I won't do any touch-ups. Anyway, we'll definitely start doing a second coat, Emma and I, but always with pure color. And this will lead us to have an easy and beautiful application. Look at Emma on the side, how quick and skillful she was. Second coat. Almost not necessary. But I say almost because in order to have perfect coverage you need it. I only apply a second coat for these glazes that you can see here. In some areas it's necessary because on very shiny surfaces the brush covers well, it grips, but it might leave some glazes. In this case, it's better to apply a second pure coat. Remember, the color should always be pure because on such a shiny surface it's important not to add water. And off we go. I apply a very quick second coat because it's really just a veil over everything. Our Vin Brulé furniture is perfect. And now we attach an easy-to-apply redesign. What's it called?
Harvest Hues.
Emma is much better than me at English, so I've delegated. Now, watch how it's done. We've already decided to take one of the two sheets inside, which you can see here in the design and see separated at the back, so you can clearly understand how they're already created. And we've cut them in half to place one on the left door and one on the right door. Then we remove the white part, which is the protective paper, and we make it adhere exactly where we need it. But we've decided to place the design right at the edge, so we go as close as possible here, fitting it right into the border here, and we do the same from here. Remember, don't go crazy. If you find you're having a bit of difficulty in some parts, don't worry. This is a restyling that should be really relaxing for you. You absolutely must not stress. So let glue the transfer well, bit by bit, without going crazy. Use the stick, use your finger, your nail, whatever you like, and gradually make the design stick to the surface. I'll start from here. I also keep a small brush nearby, which always helps me a lot to stick the transfer in some spots that are a bit uncomfortable for the stick, and I start. As you go over it with the stick, you'll see that the design detaches from the transparent protective film and sticks to our furniture. Emma, we said it would take us a maximum of 2 hours.
Yes.
And we're almost there. We're about to go over the 2 hours, so let's be quick. This is a restyling that really needs to be done easily. And now we place the second part of our transfer on the top section. Here, and the center, I prefer the edge to keep it hidden. I don't like it when you can see where it starts. Do you have it? Yes, I have it. Go on. Let's make sure our transfer adheres well to the wooden surface, which I really like, and by rubbing, let's make it stick perfectly before the final touch of the protection. With one product, you can protect everything. Raw wood, transfer, and color. Emma shows you what a beautiful shade the Vin Brulé hydrated with wax has, and I go over the wood. You see that as you apply the wax, the wood hydrates, tones, and takes on a very beautiful color. The same thing happens with the color. Emma, where is the skill in making a piece of furniture like ours today?
Definitely in applying paint without drips.
Well done. Are there any other advice for people at home? So, when stripping the top, proceed cautiously in the direction of the grain, especially since we have a top that is unfortunately not solid wood but veneered wood, so you need to be very careful not to expose the fake part of the wood underneath, which is sometimes pressed wood, sometimes cardboard, so be careful. And if I may give you a piece of advice, always choose the transfer based on the size of the furniture. It's not that a small furniture piece means to pick a small transfer. We chose a normal transfer for a small furniture piece. But it looks very good. You could cut it and make it perfect for multiple sections. This restyling is finished. So, we've placed it here in my shop as this is its place and will probably be put up for sale. Right, because every now and then I also have to part with something I create, although very reluctantly. So, it was a quick restyling. Why? Restyling is simple when you follow the guidelines. Just a few correct steps. Wash with our bar, sand the top, because I wanted to. If you don't want to, it doesn't matter. You can also paint it. Next time, we'll paint the top with a different color for a nice two-tone effect. After that, after the color, a nice transfer. And wax. Done. Easy. Simple. A Saturday morning when you are bored, a Sunday morning. Grab the paint first and have fun, without any effort. Write to me in the comments if you liked it, and this Vin Brulé is really a lovely color. Remember, Vin Brulé, as the other Magic Paint items, can't be found on Amazon, but only from authorized Magic Paint resellers on the magicpaint.it website or elisahome.com website. Goodbye.